Okay. So we have seen a basic sample creation of a report also, basic report, right? Now, okay, here we supposed to interact with the source. Okay, so the source could be, it could be Excel, it could be text file, it could be CSV or whatever it is. Okay, or it could be any kind of RDBMS database, or it could be SAP HANA, okay, etc., etc. Right? Now, at this moment, for the time being, I'm going to show it as a Excel as a data source. But irrespective of the data source, the mode of just try to focus on the connectivity part. Apart from the connectivity development part, we need to focus as well. Okay. Now, look at this. Let's say I'm taking Excel as a source and I have already the inbuilt source. Fine. Now look at this, guys. So basically, the source Excel is having how many tables? Three types, three tables over here. Now what am I going to do is I'm going to choose the relevant tables, okay, as per my need basis. Fine. The moment when I add those respective tables, what happened? Connection is coming in picture, right? Yes. Okay. So the connections, what is the purpose of a connection? That is the first thing, right? Connection. So obviously the connection is used to interact with the respective data sources through your Tableau desktop. So this is what our Tableau desktop application. But how we can interact with the respective sources, it could be any type of a source. It could be Excel, or it could be CSV, or it could be text file, it could be SAP HANA platform, or it could be Hadoop, okay, or it could be Microsoft Access, or it could be HP Vertica, whatnot.
అది వాషింగ్ మిషన్ కు ట్యాప్ ఉంటదంట 330 ఉంటదంట అయితే లీక్ అవ్వదంట.
Okay, now look at this. Okay, now live connection. So this connection, okay, this connection is used to establish the connectivity or a relationship between Tableau desktop and to the respective data sources. So okay, so the mandatory element here is connection. Without having a connection, it is highly impossible to interact with any type of a data source. So what is the first mandatory element here? You should have the data source should be available, and on top of it, to interact with the data source, a connectivity is 100% compulsion. Okay, a connectivity is 100% compulsion. So within a Tableau desktop, we have two types of connections. One is live connection as well as extract connection. Look at this. You have what? Live as well as extract. Live, extract. So these two types of connections. Now I'm going to explain you how to establish a live connection, and I'm going to explain you how to establish extract connection, okay, and what are the differences, and in real-time scenarios what are all the possible, okay, what are all the possible ways that what are the possible scenarios that will be going in with the types of connections. So let's discuss those topics in our today's class. Okay, now look at this. So firstly, live connection. We can also call it as online connection. online connection, offline connection. Okay, but let me put it as live connection as per the terminology from the W desktop. Okay, now, so this live connection is exclusively always in sync with your respective data sources. Okay, now look at this. So this connection, we will be going to define this under, okay, look at this. So you have what? Live connection. Now once you have this live connection, you better to go to the worksheet. Okay, now look at this. When I hit on the worksheet, yeah, now look at this. So right, you have this one. So now what you're supposed to do is, okay, this is what a data source symbol. Whenever you double click here, again it reaches to the data source. Okay, now what we need to do is, yes, so what does it mean? Here we have chosen a radio button called live connection here. So which means we are using a live. Fine. Now look at this. Go to your respective sheet. Okay, fine. Now with this, right, so which means whenever you are using these reporting elements, for example, you have, let's say, segment. Okay, see, look at the iconic symbol. The tick mark is indicating, right? Look at this. The moment when I remove the elements, reporting elements, the tick mark has been disappeared. Now look at this. For example, see, look at the tick mark, which means, yes, you are using a data set to develop your report. Okay, now you can choose as per the reporting elements, you can choose the respective, okay, journals, okay, or you can choose in this way, whatever, as per your report level requirement purely. Okay, now this tick mark, which a blue color, is indicating that yes, this data set related data elements has been incorporated in your worksheet. That is what the intention. Okay, fine. So now, where is this data source is available? That is the question, right? So you can also edit the data source. Okay, but where is the location? Now look at this. This is the Excel sheet that I am using, okay, as a source. Now look at this. Okay, now look at this. Okay, fine. Now I have this Excel sheet. Okay, fine. Now what happens if, okay, what happens if there are any changes occurring to your respective data source? Okay, what will happen? Now look at this. For example, okay, in this location, let's say for this Excel, imagine that I am doing some changes, which means source level changes. That's what you have to think. Okay, for your source file, imagine that there are some changes are occurring. Now look at this. So what am I going to do? You know, for segment, see, for segment, okay, I'm going to add one more thing as, like, I can say like okay, so now look at it, something like, okay, example, only example. Okay, now look at this. Okay, some changes has been occurred. Okay, now how these changes is going to reflect into your respective sheet, because you're already using something here as per your, okay, you have added. Now what I can do, which means the data level changes occurring at my source level, how it is going to impact, which means we supposed to refresh our data source. So once I refresh it, okay, the segment related details will be uploaded here. Okay, of course here you might not show it, okay, because I was using that Excel, right? So in case if I using some kind of a text file or something, you can use. Let me do in this way, otherwise I can do one thing. Connect to the data. I have some text file with me in my drive. I have some, okay, data set 1. Fine. Okay, now look at this. I have this one. See, look at this. Now go to sheet. Now let's say fine. Now look at this. I'm going to use this now. Okay, something like whatever could be this. Fine. Now this is the, at this moment, by default guys, always by default live connection is going to be established by default. Okay, now what am I going to do is, now I'm going to do some sort of changes at my source file level. Now look at this. So where is that source is available? And some value, something like this. Now you have to save it at your source level. Fine. Now how those values are going to be reflected, okay, into your worksheet? How is that possible? That you have to do a refresh. Okay, then only the corresponding values are going to be refreshed into your respective sources, and it is going to be placed here. Okay, so that is what. So this is what I'm letting you know, is this is the way to refresh your live connection. So the structural changes or data level changes, whatever affected at your source level, it will be reflected into your dashboard or worksheet. This is the way. Okay guys, that is one thing you need to keep in your mind now. And the second thing is, we have one more type of a connection, that is what? Extract. What is that? Extract. So what could be the difference between extract and live? Any idea guys? Do you have any idea about what is the difference between extract and live?
Ganesh, Aman here. Yes, Ganesh. So live.
Yes, Aman, please.
Yeah, extract means what we will do is we will extract all the data, and data will be like metadata will be stored in memory of the Tableau. So even offline also we can create, and then we can design the reports and the dashboards.
Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. So now the beauty of Tableau is coming in picture, guys. So extract, in the sense, in a layman terminology, I can call it as offline mode, which means though you are not connected to the with respective data sources, yes, still you can generate a report out of it. So that is what an extract. In a layman word, I can call it as offline way of development of your report. Okay. Now, so look at the steps. Of course, the steps we have already gone through. I mean, that's what. Okay. Now, but what is the difference between a live connection and extract connection? In the sense, this live connection is always in sync with your respective data source, but extract connection is not like that. Okay, extract connection, in the sense, you will be developing this report in offline mode. Okay, now look at this, guys. Okay, so let me tell you what is the functionality of extract first. Okay, and then I'll touch base the difference between, I mean to say, I'll show you how to proceed with the extract first. Okay, now look at this. So basically, let's say through Tableau desktop, okay, you are interacting with the data source. Fine. Okay, so what could be the data sources? It could be any RDBMS database, or it could be any flat files. Okay, like CSV, text, XLS, something like that, or else any other data sources. Fine. So look at this. What am I going to do here? With the help of Tableau desktop, I'm going to interact with the data source, which is available as a data. Fine. So the moment you are interacting with the data source, at that time, Tableau will create a snapshot. You can call it as in memory or whatever it is. It will create a snapshot. Okay. So which means the snapshot has been created on the whole data of the respective data source that you are trying to interact. Okay. See, look at this. to the entire data source which especially you are interacting. So once it is interacted, what will happen, guys? Snapshot is going to be created. That is what few of the other guys, they'll call it as what I can say, like in memory or whatever it is. Either ways you can call it as. Okay, so snapshot has been created to the automatically. You don't need to do any further activities for that, further steps, additional steps you need to do automatically. For the throughout the whole data source, a snapshot, nothing but like an image has been created for the whole data source. Okay, that image has been created with a concept called Tableau Data Engine. We used to call it as TDE, Tableau Data Engine. So with the help of this Tableau Data Engine, right, .tde file has been created. Okay, because Tableau, now the snapshot is going to be stored the Tableau own format. That own format is nothing but .tde, Tableau data extract. Okay, so now for the next time, what will happen? Now your Tableau desktop, whatever the image, I mean to say the snapshot, whatever you have taken, now your Tableau desktop, okay, will interact with your TD, is going to interact with your Tableau desktop. So which means what are we trying to do? Now I am not dependent on the data source. Now I am dependent on what? This TDE file, Tableau data extract file. Okay, I'm dependent on what? My Tableau data extract file. Okay, so which means now you are not in touch with your data source. You are in touch with your Tableau data extract file. Okay, so maybe, okay, so in this way you can develop, okay, a Tableau desktop related report. Okay guys, which means you are trying to avoid the intervention of a data source at this moment. Okay, I'm dependent on my, I mean that your Tableau desktop is dependent on your Tableau data extract file. And what is the extension, guys? .tde. Okay, .tde. Right, now look at this. This is what I'm going to show you right away. Guys, have you understand the concept of data extract? Every one of you. Are we clear with this concept? If not, please let me know right away. I can explain it to you one more time. I'm fine with that. But this is very, very important. Okay, so that is the reason. Every one of you, are we good with this? Okay, now look at this. So now what am I going to do is, see guys, the steps related to, I mean, while creating a live connection or secured connect, I mean to say the extract connection, the steps are same, but what differs is, in live connection we do not have .tde file, but in extract connection we do have .tde file. Okay, so the TDE stands for what, guys? Tableau data extract. We are supposed to be very familiar with the terminology also. We are not supposed to confuse with the terminology. Okay, so what differs is only the TDE file. Now here we go, guys. Let me show you right away how this TDE functionality is going to be work. Now look at this. Now this time I'm going to extract here. You know what? While extracting, the Tableau extract is also having edit. Okay, but look at this. The live connection is not having editing functionality, but Tableau extract is having editing functionality, where you can apply filters at the time also. During the fetching or during the interacting with the data source through extract, you can also apply filters. Okay, anyhow, that I'm going to touch base later onwards, so don't worry that. Now look at this. Okay, extract. Fine. Now, so once you choose an extract, now look at this. The moment I'm going to create my data source, what happened, guys? TDE, Tableau data extract file, is going to be created automatically. Let me show you again. The moment I'm choosing data extract and I'm going to worksheet to develop my report, see, look at this. What happened? TDE, Tableau data extract file, is going to be created automatically. Okay, fine. Now look at this. So this is available, let's say, under Okay, somewhere around here, right? Now let me keep it as, let's say, something like this. Okay, fine. Look at the navigation iconic representations. Look at this. Okay, so how does it looks like, guys? Look at this. This is the icon, and even if you look at the file, right, look at the extension. What is the file? See, .td w data extract. So with that, you can also easily identify. Look at the iconic representations. Okay, this is by default will be taking care. The iconic representations and all will be taken care by the tool itself. You don't need to perform any additional activity on top of it. Just you need to save it into the respective location. That's it. Okay. Now, so how am I going to place? Fine. Once you save it a TDE file, okay. Right. Now look at this. Now, see, look at the iconic difference. What happened? That with, now look at this. What happened here, guys? Look at this. Okay. So fine, I have saved into a data extract file, right? Now you can this. Now look at this. What am I going to do? Let me remove this existing one. Okay. Yep, no problem. Now look at this. Connect it to a data. Which data I'm connecting this time? You can connect it to your what? You can connect it to your data extract also. See. Okay. See. Yep. You can develop the worksheet. Now, see this time. Okay. What is the connection by default it is choosing? It is by default again it will choose as a live, but you supposed to turn it into extract again. Yes. Look at this. Fine. Now look at this. Look at the iconic representation. Okay, that arrow symbol. That's what that indicates you are extracting of a file. Okay. Now look at this, guys. Now what am I going to do? Now let's say, now obviously once you have all these elements, right? Now look at this. Simply you can just drag and drop those elements and you can generate a reports. See, and if you want to swap these things, yes, you can go ahead and you can swap it. That's fine. Okay. Now, so once you, I mean, now you have what? Look at this symbol. Now look at the iconic symbols. Okay. Data extract. Okay. Fine. Now, once I am done with this, next what am I going to do, guys? Now I'm going to develop. Okay, I mean to say as per the need basis. Now I'm going to pull all those required elements. Fine. Now you can choose those. I mean to say development wise, you can choose these values, sorting, everything. That those we are going to discuss later onwards. Okay. So you can change, you can swap all these elements. Plenty of stuff that you can do. Fine. Now, fine. You can save it back. Now look at this, guys. Whenever I save my workbook, so this is what your workbook, or you can call it as worksheet. You have to give a proper naming convention for this. Okay, fine. Okay. Example. Okay. Now, whenever I save it, what is the extension of workbook? TWB. TWB is the extension of a. Okay. TWB is what? Extension of a workbook. So don't forget this. Now you can save it on your desktop. Okay. Look at the iconic representation. It was that. Look at this. TWB. Okay. TWB is the extension of a workbook. But this workbook doesn't let you know whether it is with live connection or whether it is with a data extraction. It never know. Okay. .twb, okay, is the extension of a workbook, guys. Okay, this is extension of a workbook, TWB. And don't get confused with don't get confused with TDE to TWE. No, don't get confused with this. Okay, Now look at this. Okay, yeah. Okay, TW is the extension of a workbook. You can call it as workbook or worksheet. Fine. Now, so at this moment, what happened? Now I mean to say, now my report is dependent on the data extract file. Now, let's say, imagine that, okay, imagine that I have some changes I'm going to perform to my source file, to my source file. You got me? Look at this. You have the data source file, right? Like DS1. Now for this source file, now imagine that, okay, some changes again happening. Let's say now this time I'm going to include like 2500 and something like this. Okay. Now look at this again, something like 333, something like, no. Fine. Now you save it once here. Okay. Fine. What happened? Yes, some changes occurred to your source level. Now, if that is the case, how those values are going to be reflected into your dashboard? How is that possible? See, look at this, guys. If I refresh in this way, the source level changes whatever done at your source file, not your TDE file, source file. See, are they going to be reflected here? No, not reflected. So that is the reason what we're supposed to do. Select the respective data source, go to extract. What is this? You have to refresh, extract, refresh. Okay, yes, refreshing the extract will replace its content. I mean, its content if you have modified or filters or whatever. Okay, yes, are you sure you want to proceed? Yes, absolutely yes, because the source level changes, I mean to say data level changes, whatever I have done is supposed to be reflected. That is the reason. Okay, what happened? Give me a second. Why it is not reflecting? Have we picked up the right source or not? Give me a second, guys. See, that is available in your source level. Okay, see, whatever we have added. Is that what we have added? No. Where we have added DS1 or DS2. You don't need to append itself. It's very simple. Why is it not happening? Give me a second, guys. Let me add one more data source. If not, let's say I'm choosing DS2, data source 2. Okay, I'm choosing as extract. Okay, I'm going to another worksheet, new worksheet. So if I'm going to add with a new worksheet, so look at this. TDE file is going to be generated in my desktop. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now I have the order ID. as well as, yeah, I have the sales. Fine. Now look at this. So what is this data extract? See, this one I'm not using, guys. This one I'm not using. Okay. Now I have a report. Fine, with 933. Now what am I going to do? Now I'm going to do the changes to my source file. Okay, where is that source file is available? Here. This is my data source 2 file. Okay. Now I'm going to add some more values with this. Okay. Fine. Let's say. Okay. And something like that, and fine. Okay, so save it. So let me close this as well. Okay, fine. Now since your report is dependent on that respective source, now look at this. Now if I refresh it, those values is not going to be reflected. I'm going to refresh along with the extract. Yeah, come on, what happened? See, now it is reflected. Look at this, isn't it? Based upon the ascending or descending values, it has been reflected. Look at this, 111, 999. Okay, isn't it, guys? So 666, these values has been reflected. Are we clear with this? So that is the reason whenever we are refreshing the respective data sources with the TDE file, we have to refresh, extract refresh. We have to perform the extract refresh, where we have added this value and this value and this value in my source level, isn't it? So this is the way to deal with this. Okay, extract and live. Guys, any questions so far? Because now I am going to explain you. Okay, now I am going to explain you how to convert from live to extract, and it is a vice versa case. Okay, you can convert a live connection to extract connection, and you can also convert an extract connection into live connection, and we'll see it right away. Okay, so far any questions? Okay, now I'm going to touch base with how to convert. Okay, how to convert a live connection into extract. That is what I'm going to show you right away.
Hi Ganesh, sorry to interrupt. This is Bhargavi.
Yes, please.
Can you go to Tableau desktop?
Yes. Yes, please.
First time when we did the DS1 extract thing, right? That time when we click on to the data source and we added the thing, and then we click the hello.
Yes, yes.
We just selected the extract connection, and then while navigating to the sheet, automatically it was asking for to save TD file. But
Exactly.
second time when you did, where did you save the TD file? In the desktop?
In my desktop, yes. In my desktop.
But that is TWB, right?
That is TWB. I think somewhere around I saved it. I think in my documents or somewhere around.
But it didn't ask for the saving part, right?
It was asking, right? It was asking. I think where I saved it. No, it should ask. Okay, it was asking.
Okay. Because
Definitely will ask. Yeah.
While we are doing for Excel sheet, right? You showed that some changes in the Excel sheet will be reflected in the image.
The changes done at your Excel, but not your TDE file, right?
But that was not reflecting, right? So you just shifted to text file.
Because at that time I was overwriting the existing file, so that is the reason. Okay. That was existing with another file. That was the reason. Okay.
Okay. I'll just try and let you know.
It is very simple. Okay, quite simple. Okay,
Okay. But it will work for Excel also.
irrespective of the data source, it could be Excel or it could be text file, whatever it is. Approach is same. Okay, you can try with Excel, because Excel, right, I had lengthy data, so that is the reason we will get confused if I do the changes like this. So that is the reason I was picking up text file. Okay, that is the reason.
Okay.
Okay,
And one more thing, always the column thing will have the summarized or the average. The measure will be in the column, right?
see, if I transpose this, what happened? It has been swapping, right, in between columns and rows. See,
Yeah.
now you have it, right? See, it's keep on changing. That is purely as per the uh, requirement basis. Okay, that is what even day before yesterday, even Aman was also asking me, right? What is the yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, no problem.
Hello, hello Ganesh.
Yes, please.
This is Prasad. Just now I joined.
Oh, yes, Prasad. Yes.
Yeah,
So
just want to let you know.
oh, okay, sure, Prasad.
Yeah.
Because yeah, we were discussing about the types of connections, Prasad. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just briefing that what is the difference between a live and extract connections, all those things. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Now, what I'm going to show is how to convert, okay, how to convert a live to extract, okay, and we have also possibility to convert an extract into live. Both are possible. Okay. Now, let me show you a scenario that how to convert a live connection into extract. I'll show you right away, guys. Okay. But all what we need to do is simple. Okay. Look at this. Imagine that. Let me remove this one. I'll try to add another one. Okay. So this extract is as it is available. Now what am I going to do? I'm going to add one more data source. Okay. Let's say that is live, because I'm going to show you live to extract. So that is the reason. Okay. Now this time I'm going to choose one of my data source file. Okay. Like I have a data source file like, okay, something like data source one. What kind of a file it is? Text file. Fine, whatever it is. Okay. Now I go to sheet 2. What happened? Okay. Let me try with a different sheet. Okay. DS1 is the file. Fine. I'm going ahead with the live. Fine. Now look at this. So what am I going to do? Simply I'm going to just pulling all those required elements. I'm going to generate a report. Fine. That is fine. Now, how I can convert this into extract? Very simple. Select, right click. What is this, guys? Extract data. Yes, I'm going to convert into as extract data. Okay. Very simple. I'm going to convert it as extract data. That's it. Okay. See, whenever I click on this, look at this. Whenever I hit on extract data, what will happen? It will ask you, see, it is extracting your live. I mean to say now the snapshot concept is working now. Okay. Now it will extract whatever the data you have it in your source file, that is going to be extracted. Here we go. Now again, it is asking me to save it as a KDE file. Now I'm going to save it in my desktop. Okay. By saying that, okay, something like this. Okay, fine. So what happened? earlier I had what? Live connection, but now it is being converted into extract. Okay, this is the way. Are we clear, guys? This is the conversion of live to extract. Are we clear with this? Very simple. Simple. Select, right click, and choose it as extract. That's it. Okay. Choose it as what? Extract. Now look at this. The source file, whatever you have taken, right? Where you have saved it, the TDE file. The TDE file, look at this. See, the TDE file has been saved, which means an existing connection which was alive has been converted into extract, and the respective file has been saved in the respective location. Okay. Right, guys. So this is the way to convert a live to extract. Now, so what is the question here? Can we convert a live connection into extract? It could be an interview question. Absolutely possible. Yes, absolutely possible. Okay. Now, another interview question. Let's say, can we convert from extract to live? Is that possible? Absolutely, it is possible. That is also possible. Okay. Yes. So extracting a connection into live connection, you are converting them from one format to another format. Okay. Now look at this. Okay. Now you are already having this extract file, right? Now look at this. What you are going to do? You have use extract, right? Simply you have to uncheck that. That's it. Now look at this. What happened? You have simply what you did? You have simply unchecked an element of use extract. You have unchecked an element of use extract. Now if you enable this, see again it is turning into, look at the iconic differences. Again it is becoming into extract. So now if I uncheck this, see, normal live connection. So this is the way. So simple, guys. Extract data, okay, and use extract. So to convert an extract into live, you have to uncheck this option. That is what? Use extract option. You have to disable that. Okay. So that is the only simple step that you need to do. Okay. Okay. Give me a second, guys. 1 second. Yeah. Okay. Now, so you got it right, guys. Now, one more question here is, see, now what happened to your, see, now what you did, we have converted, see, what we did, we have converted an extract connection into live connection. Now what will happen? What will happen to your TDE file? So now your TDE file remains same. Okay, look at this. The TDE file, whatever it is in my desktop, see, that remains same. But your respective worksheet is being not intact with your TDE file. Now it is intact with your live connection. See, but in fact earlier at the initial stage it was made upon with extract, but now since you have converted from extract to live, there is no dependency on your TDE file. Now you are interacting directly with your live connection. So that is, which means there is, I mean to say that W doesn't have any intelligence to remove this file automatically. That file remains same. That extract file remains same. Okay. That is one thing that we need to keep in our mind, because sometimes in interview level, right, the interviewers try to confuse intentionally what will happen to this TDE file, that will be deleted automatically or something like that. No, it never ever deleted in this way. Okay, the TDE file, whenever we are converted from extract to live, that connection remains same as it easily. Okay, fine. The another question is, yes please. So someone is asking me a question, please.
Bhargavi,
Yes please. Yes Bhargavi, please.
last time you were giving an example, like if we choose the extract connection, we can delete the source data.
Now you can
So-
delete it manually. I'm saying manually you can delete it.
Manually only. So in this case, if we delete the source data, if we go back again to the live connection, how it will choose the DS1?
Okay. Now I'm not going to delete my source data. If you delete your source data, it is going to be impact on your report, right? It is not
Yeah.
possible. Okay, because at this moment now I have a live connection. So whenever you have a live connection, you are not supposed to delete the source file. Why should I delete my source file? Never. But what I'm trying to say is, you can
No.
delete the
By
TDE
mistake.
file. I'm saying the TDE file you can delete. The source file you are not supposed to delete it. If you delete the source file, what will happen? Your report is going to be screwed up, obviously. So that is the reason the TDE file you can delete it once the conversion is done from extract to live. In that scenario, I'm especially talking about. Okay. Bhargavi, is that clear, or still you have a confusion?
No. I just wanted to ask, like, if it is deleted, we can't move from extract to live, right? That was my
No.
question.
Yes, you cannot. You cannot. Obviously, you cannot. Okay. Yeah. Now, another question is, I mean to say, in a real-time scenarios, now you can ask me a question. In a real-time scenarios, what would be the frequently using type of a connection? Is that a live connection, or is that an extract connection? Right? Yes. In a realistic scenarios, we will be using most of the times real-time connection. The reason is, extract connection is having some limitations, okay, where it accepts, I mean to say, the TDE file accepts only 4 GB data. Okay, it accepts only 4 GB data. Now you can ask me a question, what if I have 20 GB of a data? So for that, in a W level, we have a concept called partitioning. So we have to do, which is a very lengthy process. Okay, so to split, partition is nothing but you are portionizing your gigs of data. So this gigs of data, you are going into multiple portions. So that is the reason, whenever we are having huge volume of a data, this data extraction is not recommended. Okay, so that is the reason most of the times we are dependent on the live connection. Now you can ask me a question, then why this extract concept they have given? Because the customer is, let's say, is doing some sort of analysis only for the specific period of week. Let's say for this current week he is doing, and he don't want any the previous data. So if that is the case, that is the reason they have given this concept of TDE. Okay, specific periodical analysis can be done with the extraction of the file, with the data extraction concept. Okay, and this partition, right, most of the cases, which is the cost effective, because we are going to put some more hard drive configurations, all those things, we can achieve this. Okay guys, so that is the reason, in a realistic scenarios, to deal with the millions of records, we will be keep on going it with the live connection only. Extract connection is recommended whenever end user need very specific data, which is for a specific month or for a specific week or for a specific quarter. If that is the case, we'll be going it with the data extract. That is one scenario. And second scenario is, let's say, if end user would like to work in offline mode. Okay, so if that is the case, we can use this TDE file also. Okay, so these two are the okay. the scenarios that you can expedite with the extract connection. Okay. Yeah. Aman, are we good with this so far? Any questions?
So, Mr. Can you just show connection that we want to convert from live to extract and extract to live? Can you just show the in desktop?
See, at this moment, what I have live connection, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to convert into extract data. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
That's it. Okay. It is going to ask you how many number of rows do you want to retrieve, all those ways. In that way also you can choose, but that's fine. That we can discuss later point of time. Now look at this. Once the extraction is done, see.
Yeah.
The reason it is not asking me to save it, I already saved the TDE file. That is the reason it was not asking me. Okay.
Okay. Fine. Fine.
Fine. Now, how to convert an extract to live? Simple. You have to uncheck this, use extract. Now look at the icon. What happened? This has been turned into a live connection.
Live.
Okay. So whenever you are doing this, the TDE file, okay, will be remains as it is. It is not going to be deleted automatically because W is not having that intelligence. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Ganesh.
No problem, sir. Next, Bhargavi, do you have any other questions? Bhargavi. Yeah, Giri. Any questions, Giri?
No, Ganesh.
Okay, Giri.
Ganesh, in real time, when exactly we'll go with the live connection and when exactly we'll go with the extraction? Any real time situations
Exactly.
you can explain?
Yes. In a realistic scenario, in case if you are having huge volume of a data, I mean to say millions of a data, something like that, we'll be going ahead with the live connection. That is first scenario. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, second scenario, we are talking about extraction. So extraction in the sense, let's say I have a limited volume of a data. Okay, let's say 4 GB or something like that. Then
Okay.
you can go ahead with the extraction. And another scenario is in that report, let's say that report should have only a weekly data. Okay, I mean to say end user is doing only current week analysis. You don't want the previous records. Okay, and prior to that, it doesn't require. So if that is the case, we can go ahead with the extract because extract files are having some limitations. It doesn't accept like more than 4 GB of a data. So that is also we have to keep in our mind. Okay, Harish. Okay, Giri.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to create any weekly kind of reports through live connection, is there any scheduling available in Tableau?
Exactly. That we will be discussing at a server point of view.
Oh, okay.
Server level we are going to discuss. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Harish, do you have any questions, Harish?
Yeah, Ganesh. When we go with OLTP data sources, like continuously we are getting data from
Exactly.
some sources.
Exactly.
So we'll go with a live connection, right?
Yes, live connection, but we have to follow a concept called clustering mechanism because OLTP data instance you will have a huge volume of a data, right?
Mm.
So your Tableau server may not be in a position to bear that burden. So that is the reason we'll be going in with the clustering mechanism. Okay. So I'll tell you during the server topics. I'll brief you with the clustering also. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Thanks, Ganesh.
No problem, Harish. Prasad. Prasad, do you have any questions, Prasad? Okay. Radhika, any questions? Yes, Radhika. Do you have any questions, Radhika?
Hi Ganesh, this is Radhika. Actually, I'm a fresher. Is this Tableau is useful for me?
Absolutely, Radhika. May I know where you are located, Radhika?
I'm present in Bangalore.
Bangalore. Yes, no problem. Because the Tableau is like a...
I'm searching for a job, so I'm interested to learn in Tableau.
Yes, no problem, Radhika. You can go ahead. And the reason because the current IT market, right? There are lack of Tableau resources. You have a huge openings. Okay, in India especially the gigantic customers like Reliance. Okay, right? So even a small scale industries also they are using. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Even BSNL also they are using Tableau. You know, BSNL also they are using Tableau.
How many sessions we are going to take?
I'm going to take 35 to 40 hours of time, Radhika. Okay.
Okay.
Because we are already done with 3 hours of sessions, which were very basics. Okay. So this is the important session. Starting now onwards, we'll be kickstarting on a regular basis as well. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Ganesh.
Roja, do you have any questions, Roja, in today's class or previously?
Yeah, I have one. Can we use any prompts for these, or does it allow or no?
Yes, it absolutely allows. That is what we have parameters concept. I'm going to touch base maybe after 3 hours of time.
Okay.
Okay.
Then. I don't.
Accept prompts.
Yeah.
I think you are talking from the BO point of view. Am I right, Roja?
Yes. I always come here.
Yes. Definitely, it is possible. But we used to call it as parameters here. Even in BO also, we used to call it as parameters, right? So here also, we will be calling it as parameters. Absolutely possible. Cascading parameters also possible. Okay.
Okay then. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you.